I think we're back now. I had to undo and redo OBS again. OBS crashed on me before this as well, so I don't... I don't fucking know what's going on, man. A bunch of bullshit. Anyway, let me go look and see if my stream is still being a butt. Hang on. Let's see. It says I'm live. Past broadcasts. That says 21 seconds. That says 29:58. Oh, that's the one that I'm doing right now. Okay.
Oh, you're back up on my end.
Okay, good.
What the hell, man?
I don't know. Craziness.
This has been happening for days. What the shit?
Yeah, well, it hadn't been happening to me either, so it's probably just our internet provider being an asshole as usual. So, thought it was you and refreshed. Yeah, it usually... Cole has been having a little bit of difficulty with his computer sometimes, with him having, like, lag spikes and 90Ks, but that's for the past few days. But it hasn't happened to me, so, whatever. Let's try this again. I won't reread the letter, because, as we all know, the people of Kugane say a lot of words to say very few things.
That's racist.
Anyway, where were we? I know full well that I ask much of you to journey halfway across the world and involve yourself in a struggle not your own, if only she knew. Yet ask I must, for should the Bakufu fall, the realm would be plunged into chaos and innocent people would be subjected to untold suffering. With all my being, I pray that you will answer our call, and ere long we shall meet again in Kugane. Sincerely yours, Makoto. Again, kind of surprised she didn't see me at the barracks, considering we rescued Gesetsu at this point, but whatever. And it's not even like... What?
Maybe it was one of those, she was on the opposite side of the city conveniently while you were doing all the shit.
Probably.
Like, she moved over to a different side when you moved over to the side she was on.
Probably.
One of those sitcoms.
Oh boy. And it's not even like you could, like, say, oh, well, you know, maybe you did this quest too late or something, because this is a level 63 quest. When we were rescuing Gesetsu from the Sekiseigumi Barracks, we were level 61. We were on those, but, you know. I feel like that can be applied to the whole game. Yeah, fair. That's fair. It's the trials and tribulations of an online game, so... Well, if worst comes to worst, Momozygo, I'm already going to Kugane for my own reasons anyway, so I'll see what I can do about meeting her there. Let's see. Yeah, that is a ways away. I have Aetheryte tickets, so I think I'm just going to take the teleport all the way over there. We have a return point nearby, but it's in Yanxia, so I don't want to go there until I'm ready to do the quests again. And I have Aetheryte tickets, so I might as well. I even did this week's weekly hunt with my Grand Companies to get an extra 100 because I didn't feel like playing Blue Mage. So, that's the barracks, probably. Straight away, let's see. Yep, they have their own teleport point inside the city. Very good. Let's go see how we can be of service, shall we? And again, if we had done this quest, it probably would have been a little bit weird anyway, because then when they were gonna, you know, look for us all over the city after the whole thing with, was it Gyodo? The one Namazu that was trying to spring a trap and have us get captured by the Imperials. I could have just been to the Sekiseigumi, could have been like, hey guys, it's me. Don't worry about it. But
Hit me.
Yeah. Yes, that's me. Sakazuki, huh? Okay. Where's that?
Well, our other DPS 90K'd, so we vote kicked them after a little while.
Oh, God.
And then the fucking dancer just shows up immediately, Pelodians. The scholar in the party, without missing a beat. Fucking XCOG, everybody pop sprint.
Where's Sakazuki anyway? Is that within the city?
Damn it, I fucked up my positionals.
I don't think it is. Where's Sakazuki? Othard. Oh, that's over by where the pirate guys are. Okay. You could have just said the Confederacy, but okay. That's fine. I guess worst comes to worst, I could have just looked at my map too, so I can't really say much.
Oh boy, here we go.
Thinking about it, though, while we're over here, I think there was a Confederacy member who was willing to play some triple triad, so we can probably do that while we're thinking about it.
Is this a party wipe? No, it isn't. It's a targeted.
Are you doing a dungeon that I can't say yet, or?
Yeah. That's a good way of putting it.
Or rather, that I haven't gotten any experience with yet.
Spicy. Wild speed, he's gonna bounce around a little bit. Yeah.
Let's go for a swim. Yeah, Aetheryte over here on this part of the coast would have been really nice. Oh well. What can you do, right? Admittedly, I don't have to swim either, because I could have just, you know, flown over here. But I guess it's fine. We're already all the way out here, so... And, incidentally, it looks like Makoto's run amok of a few unsavory elements? I don't really know. Hopefully they're not just more Confederacy members, because if they are... Well, I'm about to kill the guys I just helped out, so... Oi, oi! Yes, another one bites the dust. That would be you. Oh, these guys are hurting. Actually, no, they're not hurting. I'm just, I didn't let my HP come all the way back.
Fuck.
Oh, hey, I spirit bonded all my stuff. Nice. You alright there, Makoto? There are some unsavory elements out here. Although I was more referring to the giant seahorses and Gyukis rather than these guys, but you know. Looks like you got one of them. Yeah, don't worry about it. I was practically headed this way anyway. Oh. So that means you've got a mole somewhere in the Sekiseigumi.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, okay,
Damn it.
gotcha. Well, sounds like Kugane's got the right way of it. Never was a big fan of the whole idea of a caste system. I mean, I can understand in some ways how a government or an overarching power can justify it being in place, but I'd never really liked the idea in execution. Because it leads to all sorts of problems where people can lord over other people and think they're better than them just because this person was born poor, this person was born rich. And the caste system says that the rich person is better, and I think that's bullshit, so. The person that's better is the one with the better values, most likely. Well, at least you guys are taking up arms to protect the people that you love and yourselves. Yeah, that's not gonna fly. So what you're saying is it would turn from just a random battlefield into Fire Emblem Fates. I would rather we not do that. Okay, yeah, I'll meet you back at the barracks. The real question is, how is she going to swim all the way across the ocean with that guy on her back? I mean, I know she's strong, but that seems like a lot.
Jimmy, I don't know if I told you about the thing about 3 houses.
What?
Apparently, it's not like Fates.
Three
in the way
houses?
that it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, where it's like, oh, you make your choice of what side you're on, and then there's no real ending where you get everybody together. You actually have to take consequences.
Well, that at least is nice. Because Revelation in Fates felt like they were...
A cop-out?
Yeah, that's really pretty much what it was. It felt like a cop-out. At least to me. Revelation is one of the worst times I've had playing Fire Emblem, so...
Ooh, spicy.
No, it's not that spicy.
Okay, you need to stop that.
Oh, that's what you're talking about, okay. Let's play some Triple Triad while we're here in the Confederacy. He didn't have Ascension, so I'll just do this. Let's see what you got, sir. Fates is pretty bad. Explicitly don't want there to be a golden ending in 3 houses. Yeah, I would rather there not be either. Because it just, again, it feels like a cop-out when they do that stuff.
Agreed.
Let's see here. Do I play offense or defense? I'm going to play offense. Bah! And I can play offense again. I took the Tansui card with a Griffin. Oh boy. Harsh font, help me.
Harsh
Oh,
font.
god damn it. Plus came into effect. Fuck me, man. Okay, well, I'll take the draw. That's fine. I fucking hate plus. It's the worst goddamn effect in Triple Triad history, I swear to God. Because you think everything's going fine, and then all of a sudden, plus, combo, and then they have the whole board, and I'm just like, God damn it. Oh, well. Yeah, stream died for me earlier, too, Conquer. I had to refresh the whole thing because we got 90k'd from the game. I lost all of my frames. I had to stop the stream and restart it, so... Big pain in the ass, if you ask me. 100% biased in favor of Conquest solely because of Keaton. I'm 100% biased in favor of Conquest solely because it was an actual game rather than Baby's First Fire Emblem or a cop-out, so...
Bruh. Goddamn, Jimmy.
At least up until Chapter 10. After Chapter 10, it turned into Kaizo Fire Emblem, and it was a bunch of bullshit. So, yeah. I like Conquest, but only up until Chapter 10. How about that? Conquest from Chapters 7 through 10 were very good. Conquest post Chapter 10 was really stupid, but it was still the best that Fates had to offer. So.
Not in the 9 hells. Ow!
All 3 of them had kind of iffy stories, but your understanding Conquest was, well, forget how far you got. Yeah, you weren't missing much, to be honest. I wasn't a big fan of the way that they told their stories in Fates at all. They were... Like, Awakening was far better, and I know a lot of people don't like Awakening online that are, like, hardcore Fire Emblem fans, but I liked Awakening quite a bit, even though its storytelling was somewhat basic, but I think Awakening was kind of okay, let's go back to basics and make something that is both safe and also can appeal to a lot of people, and it worked. It was a very big success, Awakening was, so can't fault them for that, I guess. Yeah, at least Makoto got back all right.
Yep.
Well, I will do the best I can to help you find this rogue samurai. Seems like a misnomer. Normally a rogue turns into a ninja, but I guess that's neither here nor there. I will aid you in your fight, sure.
That boss was a little weird, but you got through it.
Oh, okay, sure. I would guess the captain wasn't a big fan of Muso Sai, huh? Oh, well, okay then. To be fair, I don't think you guys know me very well. Marking me for suspicion is a norm for me, and I usually don't take anything from it, so... I speak more with my actions than I do with the words and my previous dealings. So... well, okay. So this is Lieutenant Sheaton. Got it. You were probably tending to Lolorito, knowing all the dignitaries that I know here, but I guess maybe not. Anyway, let's get the captain.
Fucking deleted.
I don't know what got deleted.
Not me, the bad guys.
Oh, okay.
I'm just like, Dragonfire dive? Deleted.
Well, I did the best I could. He doesn't look, Never mind, I was going to say something, but now that I think on it, no, never mind. I mean, you could hold me suspicious, but then if I beat your ass in battle, you'll know that it's a little bit better. I'm a little bit better than that. That is fair. You did pick these people up off the street, after all. You will try, Captain, and you will fail, because you're not even capable of killing me.
I am far beyond you, fool.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
I understand why he's being a dick, but it doesn't give him an excuse.
That's so fucking stupid.
More dungeon stuff?
Yes. I just realized that Blood of the Dragon, you can just pop it again if you're almost out, and it just gives you another 20 seconds.
Yes. Yes, in your downtime you can do that. Ideally, you're using, what are the 2 skills that you can use after your main combos? Ideally, you're using those to extend Blood of the Dragon in battle, but if you're out of battle, you can just use Blood of the Dragon again, so... Yeah, that's what I was saying. You guys probably have a mole somewhere. I bet you it's that Captain Kondo. He seems like a dick.
How the hell it works?
Yes, Wheeling Thrust and Fang and Claw. Yes, thank you.
I still don't know how Life of the Dragon works.
I couldn't tell you.
It just occasionally pops and I just load a gun into my spear and then just kill everyone. What the
Oh, so that might have been the dignitary that you were working with, huh? Okay, well, we'll do the best we can. Yeah, talk about hostile work conditions, but I mean, I mean, it's understandable considering the situation, but again, doesn't give him an excuse to be a dick. Well, I'll be somewhat nearby. I'll be across the Ruby Sea, but I can get back here at a moment's notice, so...
God damn it!
Everywhere I go, I'm under suspicion, man. No goddamn respect in this country whatsoever. They say a lot of words, and they mean very little from them, and they all hate me.
Why does this boss turn so much? Fuck my life, dude.
That I don't know.
Oh,
I have a return point at Tamamizu. Well, that's not what I meant to be. I actually meant to have it be this. So, okay. Well, anyway, that takes care of our class quests at level 63. While Cole has a fun time with a boss in a dungeon that he can't tell me just yet, I'm going to go to Yanxia, and we're going to continue with the story. Let's see, where's the... Over here. Head down this way. Every jump you get Mirage Dive. 2 of those and Gear Skogul turns into Nastrand, which does more and has a shorter cooldown. Okay, so that's how that works. I don't know if Cole heard you, but that's how that works.
Oh, I heard.
Okay.
I'm just getting deleted by Cleaves. Ow!
How's everything going over here, people? I've given you a few days to recover from being reduced to bit players because the plot demands it. So hopefully you've recovered from that. Well, I just strode in and announced myself by turning their teleport point into a point that I'm attuned to, but whatever. Anyway. Actually, Gasetsu, I would have rather you been reckless in the last situation that we were in, because we would have gotten a lot more results a lot more quickly if you were reckless. And it would have been karmically appropriate for Yasetsu to have died in an abrupt way, because she kills everyone in an abrupt way, so... No, I already confirmed, but I'll go do it again.
You stop that. You stop that this instant. How do I break out of this? Thanks,
You're asking me a lot of questions I can't give you the answer to, Cole.
Okay, we're alive.
Good.
There's this stupid fucking Magitech claw that popped up in the middle of the boss, and it's just like, oh hey, melee DPSs, you get auto-targeted for this shit, and they slowly follow you around the arena. Get too close, hey look, you can't move.
So kill it.
I couldn't.
We may be
It down for the count too.
I don't see a single imperial soldier.
Well, that's positive. At least for now.
hate it.
Anybody over there? I'm going to take that as a no. Well, let's head inside.
No need to remain hidden. Let us go and greet them as friends.
We just get there, we go into their bar, and we're just asking for drinks, and they just put a bunch of knives to our throats. How dare you walk back in here?
I'm going too.
Okay. I will join you. You know, once the cutscene's over.
Good people of Namai, hearken to me. We come in peace and desire only information to learn of recent events.
I'll be joining you for story content in a little bit, Jimmy.
Yep, no problem.
I don't count on this cutscene taking fucking 40 minutes. It probably would have told me.
Lord Gosetsu. Kami, preserve your right. He lives.
She said general there, and I thought she meant imperial general, and I was like, wait a minute, they just mistake him for Grindelwald?
Bruh.
Boy,
that would have been an insult and a half.
I say,
Indeed.
brothers and sisters, is aught amiss? Why do you regard me as one with a wild beast? Why is there fear in your eyes? Why do you tremble so?
He's a big teddy bear. What's the problem?
Ah, but of course. You
Enormous
fear the
teddy bear.
spirit of the dead. Rest
Absolute
assured,
unit.
Naught could be further from the truth. For am I not corporeal? Are my feet not firmly set upon the ground?
I don't think that's it, Gosetsu, but
What should we do? If they catch him here, you know what will happen.
Of all the times for him to turn up. Has the old fool lost his mind?
again, I would have rather he lost his mind earlier in Asari, but this is something that I don't need to worry about now because it's resolved. In the poorest writing choice way possible, but it's resolved. So do you know any of these people, Gosetsu? Is that...
But why have you come here? What do you want from us?
Not much, I don't
know
think.
not who you are to speak thus to your elders, boy. But mine only desire is to be received with the hospitality owed a humble traveler, not the fear and trepidation one might afford a wrathful shay.
Well, to be fair, if the Empire was haggling them before this, that's probably why they're regarding you that way. Can get a stable job soon so you can start playing 14. Alright, well, hopefully, Conquer. Hopefully it all goes good for you there. I'm also looking to hopefully get a stable job in the future soon. And hopefully that won't affect the stream schedule too much, but we'll see. Alright, Meteor. See you in a minute. Go get yourself some food. Forgot about this shit kid. Oh, boy.
What? What you going on about? Actually, never mind. Just come with me now.
I don't know what we walked into, but it seems like a problem. Yeah, I would say that's a problem. Okay, well, he's having us come with them, but I think I might go check in with the townspeople and make sure that they're not, like, dying or something of a plague. Hold the phone. Maybe I can get a little more information out of them. Excuse me, what the hell just happened? Yeah, why were you all so scared of Gosetsu? That's what I'd like to know. Oh, so Namai is a rice farming town. Okay. So probably the fear, then, is just due to the same sorts of things that have been happening everywhere in Kugane. People away, and then your village is full of nobody but the elderly and the sick. So... Well, yeah, it is only for a moment, because they're cherry blossoms there. They go from full blossom to bare in a week. One fucking week! Okay, let's see what the hubbub is over here. So what's all the hubbub, bub? Yeah, the Empire would walk onto your doorstep, I would murder Yotsuyu, and then cut down the entire Legion, and then the war would be over, at least on this front. Yeah, you do know this is, I think, Lord Hein's right-hand man, right? I know it's probably Hien, and that's probably the pronunciation you're supposed to go with, but I'm still going to say Hein because it's the way I originally pronounced it, so I'm going to stick with it, even if it's incorrect. Okay, what, does that change anything? Yeah, I would think the people that they took away from your village also earned the ire of the Empire. I think all of them got taken away, though, Gesetsu. Yeah, or died. And that's why you don't want us here. How little you know, kid. We're gonna drag you into this whether you like it or not. I hope you realize. Yeah, well, if you did leave things as they were, I would say that you had no balls and you'd have to get out of our party, Gesetsu, but, you know. I'm at least glad that we've all got some chutzpah.
Chutzpah.
The House of the Fierce, huh? Okay. Sure, let's take a look. Now we're talking. The Doman Liberation Front sounds badass. Let's... Oh, wrong way. Let's go see if we can find the Doman Liberation Front. Oh, it's actually not that.
I'll be right back.
Okay. What I should do, though, while I'm thinking about it, is I should do this. 174 Northwest. So that's in town, isn't it? Welcome to the most frustrating part of Stormblood. Oh, boy. So this might be either in town or up on the cliffs somewhere. Let's see. 85 Northwest. Yeah, it's up there. Question is, how do I get up there? Let's see. Over by the Aetheryte and then up the cliff. Got it. Okay. And that's what we'll go do before we move along here. I will tell you what, though. I can really dig the music so far for... Like, the only real problem that I've had... Like, the village music is really good, that's why I'm saying this. The only real major problem I've had with Stormblood thus far has been the story being a basic bitch. Everything else, I think, has been, at the very least, passable, and at the very most, very good. So...
I'm back. What are you talking about?
Oh, just I was talking about the balancing act that Stormblood is currently doing, where... The writing is atrocious, but everything else so far, including the music and the dungeon mechanics, have been very good, so...
I mean, I don't honestly think Stormblood's that bad. It's enthralling, at least to me, but then again, I'm also way ahead of you.
So far, the writing has been given me PTSD to the worst parts of A Realm Reborn, and I was not a big fan of the writing in a lot of A Realm Reborn, so... Oh, look, they have hopscotch here. By the way, Cole, there's an ether current in Yanxia, up on the cliffs above the village. Oh, that's not a ledge. Did you already get it, or?
I might have. See, my current issue with Stormblood is that they've been hyping up everything going on in it for so long, and they spent so long building up everything for rebellions like this. And I can't exactly say what the payoff is, because it's fucking spoilers. See, I have a lot of opinions about this goddamn expansion, but I can't say any of them because you're not far enough ahead.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much the name of the game at this point. That's what you get for going ahead of me in the story.
Something, goddammit, maybe if you walked faster. But that's just me shitposting you.
It's about the coldest take of all time. Well, I never said that my opinion was a warm one. Let's see. 117. So it's probably right over here past these rhino beetles. Speak of the devil. I should get Confucius here to help me, but I'll do it later. See what you've made me do, Rhino Beetle? You made me pop Bloodbath.
What's your current story quest, out of curiosity?
Life After Doma.
Oh, you're still on Life After Doma. God damn, I thought you were way ahead of me.
Nope. I'm gonna have to kill this
I'm
one too,
on
aren't
Life
I?
After Doma as we
Okay,
speak.
let's get Confucius out. Hey, buddy, you're missing a sound effect there. Here, have this. That might help. There you go. And summoning him gave me just enough time to not have to worry about the Rhino Beetle that was in front of me. Here's Ether Current. Are you in Yanxia now, Cole?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was doing a later story dungeon for Stormblood on my alt.
On your alt, okay.
It would have taken a lot less time if I just queued in as a fucking tank. That's aside from the point.
280 northwest. So that's up again in near the rice fields, I think. Okay. Well, let's get you in the party anyway, so I can show you where I am. Okay, look on your
I'm
map.
already at House of the Fierce.
Oh, okay. Well, look on your map real quick so you can see where I'm at, because that's where an ether current is right here.
Holy fucking hell, Jimmy.
Wow.
You're way deep.
No, I just wandered down towards the next one. Like, there was one in the thing, and I saw that in the village, that is, and then I saw that there was one down here, and I said, well, before we go to the House of the Fierce, we might as well grab the stuff that's around here, you know. Oh, there's a Rhino Beetle over there too. So we can sneak around real quick. I'm heading over this way to see if I can get the next one too.
Well, I suppose there's no reason to hide it anymore.
Wow.
Look at the party list.
Oh, yeah, well. 183 west either means it's up there, or it means it's down in the river. Let's see. I'm going to say that's up there, because it looks like that goes up, because the river goes down this way and then into that basin. This goes up this way.
Oh,
So-
you're up. Okay, let me go up.
Yeah. I think I can see you. Yep, I see you. I'm
Where is it,
surprised
your
you found a little spot. Over in that direction. In between, you see the crumbled wall there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's in between there.
In all honesty, SB, I have a much warmer take on Stormblood, but that's because I'm deeper into it and a different character.
Maybe I'll come around to the story once we get into the good parts, but at this point, yeah, some of the
So my
writing for
issue
me has
with
been
Stormblood is probably very similar to how yours is going to be. When it finally decides to buckle down and start fucking with you, it's amazing. But it takes so long to build up to everything, it's annoying. Like, the game just says, oh, you're going to be the hero of this rebellion, but then you have to spend half of the fucking expansion doing it, and then when finally get down to business, you just keep getting your ass kicked. By Mr. Garlean OC over there. Did I mention that I hate Xenos?
I don't think you're alone in that resentment.
I hate Xenos, but there's another villain that comes out of fucking nowhere that's so much goddamn better. This expansion's frustrating.
211 to the southwest, so it's past these beetles then. Okay. I think I'm heading towards Doma proper right now, which means I'm not going to be able to get in, obviously, but they're blocking me with an invisible plot wall.
See, that's the other issue, going back to the DPS issue, since I'm now currently playing a DPS and therefore completely contradicting my previous statement. I think my biggest issue with playing a DPS is that I haven't found one that I'm legitimately cozy on. Like, I like hitting like a truck, but I also like having party support that's bigger than, hey, look, I hit for 40k per fire 4. But the problem is I can't find the fucking lovely little in-between of this. I like hitting like a truck, but I also like having half-decent party support.
So play
of you who
Dragoon.
actually... You can't see my face right now, but when you just said that, it kind of just... not necessarily clicked, but it was just like...
Oh. I found it. Did you get the other one that I told you where it was?
Yeah.
There's another
See, I
one.
think that basic issue is that I'd have to raise Dragoon from 30 to 70, and that's 40 levels of pain.
Yeah, I get that. There's another one where I'm at right now, by the way.
Cool.
I have found most of the coastline, it looks like.
Nine the hells, Jimmy.
Hang on, I'll put a flag down.
I see you. It's just I keep running back to the House of the Fierce, waiting for you to come back, and then suddenly you're halfway across the
Well, I just went up through the village, honestly, because there was the one that was up in the village there on the one side, and then I went off and got the other one and realized this one was probably also up in the village, so...
Also, I think I finally figured out my problem with Machinist now that I've played Dragoon.
What's that?
With Machinist, you have 7 seconds to hit like a truck. Do you want to know what the difference between that and Dragoon is?
With Dragoon, as long as you have a buff up, you just hit like a truck.
It's not just that. With Dragoon, as long as you have the ability to refresh your burst window, you stay in your burst window. Machinist has all this prep for one tiny little burst window, and then Dragoon can just say, oh, I'm almost out, refresh. Literally, you just press Blood of the Dragon again after it's off cooldown, and you get another 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Is it optimal? No. Can you still do it? Yes.
Well, it is a nice little, like, basically, it doesn't require you to, like, optimize yourself in order to play it, at least satisfactorily, you know? Which is fine.
I think I understand a little bit more of why people have every class at 80. Not just so they can be versatile in endgame content, but by the time they figure out what's cozy with them, everything's maxed out.
I don't know, man. I think I just got lucky. I picked up the ones that I cared about, and the only one that I've switched off of is Monk, and that's just because I'm not as big of a fan of what they did to Monk in this expansion. So.
Right. See, I think my other issue is just the fact that I like playing healers, and I've never played a regen healer add to any high content, which is why I'm interested in like White Mage and Astro. Even though I know Astro, the last time I played it almost gave me a fucking heart attack.
Yeah, that was not a good time. Is there any?
That's not to mention, I also don't like any of the changes they made to Astro.
25 southeast. That's down in the. It's down here somewhere. Probably by the springs, but we'll go get that later. It's not important for right now. Let's actually go to the House of the Fierce so we can figure this whole thing out first. Looks like we're going for another dip. Yeah, it's only just begun, Allie's saying. Hello there. Hey, I didn't say you were abandoning your post. Good on you, man. You keep fishing. I'm a fisher at heart anyway, so I get you.
By the way, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I found a friend.
Is his name Gosetsu?
No. Look.
Because Gosetsu just hopped into the wall. Where did you find a red panda?
When I went to Yanxia. I just found him by the side of the road.
And he just walked up to you?
Yeah.
So you couldn't find Hoot, and you replaced him with a red panda?
Him, dude.
Is that his name, Doot?
Yeah.
So you miss Hoot so much that you named the next animal that you picked up off the road Doot.
Yeah.
God damn it. Oh boy. These crazy people. Alright, let's go follow Gosetsu. Oh, they've got a ladder down here. I don't know. Well, actually, maybe this is used for, like, if they're diving down to get particular fish. Maybe they use it if they're going spear fishing. But
just play Dragoon already.
I mean, I can when I go underwater. I have Fisher at 78 after all.
Maybe I'm just like craving a DPS that doesn't exist yet. One with enough party support but still hits like a truck.
I mean,
but to be fair, my vision of that has one particular niche about it.
Like what?
No positionals.
Yeah, I was going to say Dragoon, but Dragoon has positionals, so...
Well, Dragoon's positionals are cake once you get them down. The problem with Dragoon is keeping your window open and optimizing your fucking rotation. Gosetsu, are you okay?
Yeah, did you, Oh, yeah, I don't think he received the water blessing, so that's why he's not okay. He took one breath and went through that whole cave.
What an absolute unit.
God damn it. Do we need any of this stuff? I don't think I can descent any of it. This is all 62 gear, right? Yeah. I'm just gonna take like the fending stuff and see how much it sells for on the market board, honestly. Like,
Should probably mention one thing.
What?
To those of you in the audience who are curious about my full take on Stormblood, you'll be able to hear that once I start streaming, right before I start Shadowbringers.
Yep, that's me.
Because if my calculations are right, I should finish Stormblood on my ult today.
Nice.
I'm gonna do a little bit of Googling real quick,
Okay.
just to confirm that I'm not completely insane.
Okay. I'm gonna be in a cutscene, so.
Me too.
Is that
I
a
won't
broken
finish,
aetherite?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Here I was thinking I'd have a good return point if I went over here. I didn't put one in Yanxia specifically because I figured the House of the Fierce would have one, but...
This is
You
what
fool.
it is. But there are so few of them.
Kind of reminds me of Ralgir's Reach a little bit, except more plants.
Many kindred spirits remain in hiding.
1,
following
2,
the
3, 4,
Many
5,
others
6,
gave their lives
7,
for
8, 9.
We are the stubborn.
I have 9 quests left in Stormblood.
Nice.
Even accounting for our common
One of them is the
field,
thing.
We are at a fraction of our force.
The thing
As in
that I can't
Stormblood
say.
itself.
Yet we
Yeah.
few are patriots. Brothers in arms, prepared to fight with every fiber of our being to set our people free.
You know, that's the other thing I've noticed
What?
about my DPS love. I like DPSs that can weave, and if a DPS can't weave, I would prefer a rotation that's relatively simple. It's why I like Black Mage. You don't have to do a lot of work to be hitting for 50k with good equipment.
Oh, hey,
You basically-
Yugiri's back.
Yes.
Yukiri! Gods, it's good to see you. You look great, by the way. Have you been here long?
I would imagine she didn't have as hard of a time getting here because she probably has the water blessing.
Having concluded my mission. Oh, it is good to see you again, my friends.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Did I hear aright?
You know, also as I'm sitting here,
Then you have found the young
it's
master.
mind-blowing to think about how far ahead I am on
Ere
my
we
ult.
speak of that, I would know.
I'm remembering all this shit that I went through on my ult. It feels like such a long time ago.
It's been like 4 or 5 days, bro.
It's been like a week. It's
Well,
just so
I'm
much
glad that you're here,
happens
Yugiri.
between now and then.
We have a lot to discuss, though, because there's been a lot that's happened since you left on your mission.
The Empire's crimes are all too familiar. At least my heart goes out to your people.
We wanted to stay and fight, believe me, but we knew it wouldn't work. We needed.
You know what else is mine? It's kind of funny that I just noticed.
Wow.
Look at the tips of Yugiri's horns.
To show you,
They're pink.
Show everyone that you're not alone.
What about
And
it?
that the Garleans
I never
can
noticed that
and
before.
work together.
Oh.
I'd like to think we proved that in the Ruby Sea.
Yeah, although we're probably going to need more reinforcements than just the few that are here. Do you guys have any villages that are recruiting?
Besides, needless to say, your assistance would be most.
An easy ally against the Empire and Doman Liberation? Ha! That chance we're getting that.
Now then, Yugiri, you must tell me of your search for our master.
That was a joke.
Yeah, where is Lord Hein
Lest
anyway?
you wonder, he speaks of Lord Hien, son of Lord Kyen, who perished during the rebellion.
Oh, okay, so Gosetsu was his father's retainer. Got it.
When it became clear that all hope of victory had gone, Lord Hien bade us deliver as many of our people as we could to safety beyond our borders. But as his father's heir, he was determined to fight on, and so he did, until he suffered a grievous wound in battle and vanished without a trace.
I would assume he vanished without a trace because the Liberation Front got him out of there, right?
Until now. For I have found Lord Hien, seen and spoken with him, on the Azim Steppe.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a little bit out of our way, but...
Merciful Kami, the young master lives. Tell me, was he well? Did his wound yet ail him? Where is he now? Have you brought him back to us?
20 questions over here with Gosetsu.
You may take comfort in the knowledge that he is hale and whole. However, when I invited him to return with me to Doma, he had this to say. If Doma yet thirsts for the blood of patriots and tyrants, I shall offer unto her my blade. But if she has had her fill of bitter draughts, I shall offer unto her conquerors my head.
So what you're saying is he's succumbing to the same feelings of helplessness as the
Thrice
rest
did
of
I
the
declare to him
land.
that no true son or daughter of Doma
Seems like that's a
would ever
common
accept
theme.
such a sacrifice. But for all my passion, he would not be swayed. Learn the truth of her heart and return to me, he said. And so I left him.
I don't think you're going to learn the truth of her heart from us, though. We're not exactly Doman. I'm guessing that's why you still haven't gone back, is because you're still looking for people that actually have fighting spirit left.
Yet there is wisdom in them all the same. If the people no longer yearn to be free, it would be folly to rekindle the fires of war.
Mm-hmm.
To suffer our master, to surrender his life and forsake all hope of freedom is by far the greater folly. I will not go to face my fallen comrades having done naught to stop it.
Yeah, I was going to say exactly that. I see the point in what he's saying, but he's also offering the Empire a way out where Doma and, by extension, Alamigo would never be free again. So...
Nor I, Shadow Walker, nor I. But we need not rouse our comrades to battle this day.
Well, to be fair, but they would never be free. It's that the Warrior of Light would finally have to strap on our doing shit gloves, walk into the castrum that owns this place, and the castrum that owns most of Alamigo, and bench press the place ourselves.
Yeah, if my friends will let me do that. So far, they haven't let me loose in all but one occasion in this expansion.
They haven't let you do anything aside from that one occasion.
Well, anyway, let's take a minute to, have a chat with you, Geary, and see how the Liberation Front is going. I would guess it's going not good.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Well, if they weren't attuned to the Aetherite, they couldn't get in, could they?
Empire's whack, yo.
Fair enough. I think what she was trying to say there is, hey, they disabled it so that the Empire couldn't get in by teleporting or returning to here, which makes a lot more sense. Yeah, at least to me. God damn. I need to stop yawning. Oh, okay, sure. What's up? What do you know about Xenos and the Rebellion? He does have a way of sort of walking onto the battlefield and turning it into his own playground. Uh-huh. Yeah, it sounds like him. He likes to fight. Yeah, he made you watch as he murdered them with his bare hands. Sociopath, psychopath, serial killer, murderer, guy with plot armor on. All of the above.
So what you're telling me is we just need to catch him with his armor off and we can kill him.
Maybe. Yeah, he killed because he was bored. That also sounds like a common trend amongst the bad guys around here.
You know what I just fucking realized?
Wow.
Xenos is the shittier version of Saitama.
I don't know if...
playing it for laughs, it's just played for all serious. Like, literally, Xenos has probably not lost to anyone in his entire life, and he's bored because of it.
I don't know if that's an insult to Saitama or not, though.
The day I insult Saitama is the day I shove a metal rod down my throat.
Well, don't do that.
But that's my point is, this dude has never been beaten once in his entire life. He is literally unbeatable. So he's just so bored, he just loves murdering people in the hopes that he'll find the challenge he's looking for and possibly be defeated. Good God, this guy's literally a generic anime villain.
I mean, he quite literally took their swords from them and said, I'm going to use these now because I like katanas, apparently. So he's just a big old weeb at the end of the day.
You know, you pulled the words right out of my fucking mouth.
I'm going to mute my mic real quick because I got to blow my nose. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. All good. Yugman says it's a fair comparison, which I guess. I mean, I don't watch a whole lot of One Punch Man. I don't think I've watched any of it, so I can't really make the comparison.
See, the thing is, the reason why I say shittier is because One Punch Man did something interesting with an overpowered character. Instead of playing them as complete borderline psychotics looking for a way to either die or be defeated, they played it for laughs. Xenos is the polar opposite of that, and therefore the shittier version of it. Xenos is just unbeatable and psychotic because he's unbeatable. He has literally never tasted a necessary part of a warrior's life, which is defeat. I should know that's a necessary part of a warrior's life. I've watched a lot of anime.
Yeah, I was going to say, at least, the people that win the wars are the ones that write the history books, and it sounds to me like Xenos is going to be writing a lot of books. So,
bold of you to assume he can read and write.
He has people to do that for him.
Indeed. Also, I just realized something.
What?
You know how way back in A Realm Reborn, right before we infiltrated the Praetorium, they crowned a new emperor, and they made a huge deal out of it, like showed his face, showed his armor, made him all intimidating and shit?
Yeah, and they had a
He
civil
hasn't
war
showed up
about
ever
it.
again.
No, he showed up in Heavensward. When the Vanu Vanu were summoning Bismarck, he showed up in their village and looked menacingly at us, and then sicked Regula on us when we got to Azislaw.
Oh yeah, it's weird how much little he does.
Yeah, considering
Because
they
then he
hyped
just
him
said-
up in the Realm Reborn, and then he didn't do shit, really.
Except for send Regula at us, and that led to the fucking Warring Triad.
Yeah,
It's okay.
time is the ultimate enemy, Gasetsu. We'll never beat it because it's always trying to kill us. Well, actually,
okay.
I said before that it reminds me a lot of Ralgir's Reach, but thinking about it, with a lack of an Aetherite, it reminds me more of the Waking Sands.
You know, Yugman, that's fair. I don't like to remember A Realm Reborn either.
Forgot how early he showed up. Oh my god.
To be fair, I will give Stormblood this. It does enough where it is memorable, unlike A Realm Reborn.
So Yotsuyu's more of a black market trader than she is a fighter. All the more reason someone should have murdered her by now, but I think I've beaten that dead horse enough, and I will continue to beat it over the course of this story until she's dead, so we'll save the rest of that for later.
Meanwhile, on the back of Cole's head, don't say anything. Don't say anything. You can't say anything. You did this to yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna get all the way through Shadowbringers. I'm just gonna like confide myself into my room and never talk to you again until you beat Shadowbringers, and then I'm just gonna explode.
So I won't see you for like 6 months after we beat Stormblood.
Literally, that's just gonna be me. I'm just gonna confide myself to the room for 6 months. You're gonna finally beat Shadowbringers with my help, and then I'm going to spend an entire stream yelling at you about it.
Well, I'm going to do the best I can, Yugiri. Thus far, I haven't been able to do very much, but...
We haven't been able to do very much because everything we've encountered, villains, enemies, no matter what it is, they've had plot armor so thick we can't break it.
Yeah, we'll just say the Warcry version. We'll achieve victory, Yugiri. Just watch. Well, don't watch. Help, but also, you know.
Man. Just thank everybody. He's our
That's
lucky
a
charm.
hot helm, so I can probably desynth that. I'll take that. Okay, so what needs doing around here, Yugiri? Are we going to see Lord Hine now? Okay. How can we get in if the Empire is watching our every move?
Yeah,
Okay.
carefully.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, Yugiri and I are both trained as ninjas, so...
I mean, y'all need a distraction, I'll blow up the front door.
Yeah, well, to be fair, yeah, Lise doesn't really have an image here in terms of the way that the Empire sees us, so...
I thought we all just cohesively agreed that the Empire saw us all the same way. Mongrels.
Well, they do, but they don't have a face to these mongrels. We're all just faceless mongrels to them, so...
I just realized why I hate the Empire.
Not coming along,
no, it
Allie
just
say?
finally hit me. Aside from all the horrible war crimes, it's just because they just have this faceless mongrel ideal for literally everybody that is not Garlean or, hell, even the people working as Garleans. God damn, these people say mongrel more than Gilgamesh from Sate.
I don't know what
and it
that
was
is.
every other fucking sentence!
I don't know what that is. Confucius, I'll meet you on the other side.
The whole point of an empire was... I thought the whole point of an empire was like, yeah, we'll treat our people shitty, but we have to provide enough good to make sure everybody gets on our side, and then we start fucking with people once we have control of the planet.
Ha! No.
Oh wait, I forgot. I'm not dealing with a smart empire here.
Wah, wah. I'm coming up out of the spring again, Cole. So we can work on continuing. Where are we going exactly here? Let's see. Oh, just back up to Namai. Okay. Well, let's go, Confucius. Let's get up there. Haven't really had to do much fighting today, but that's okay. We could all use a break now and then. I should probably take that flag off my map now. Hey, Todd, how's it going? Jamie learned how to hold his breath underwater. Still wonder why that's locked behind story content. Yeah, I don't know, Todd. It's a good question.
I just had this thing where I always just like headcanon that Rory was just terrified to swim because she almost drowned as a kid.
Well, this is my ninja garb, Yugiri, so...
Who would suspect the small potato in the sinister clothing with a fucking adorable little panda on their head? I wouldn't.
Oh, traveling merchants? Okay, so I'll do this quest on Goldsmith then. That'll work out.
Traveling merchants? Traveling merchants need a bodyguard. I got you.
Well, fair enough. I actually don't think you can do this quest on a Disciple of the Land or Hand, though. Hang on, I can even check.
That would be hilarious.
I can even check. Gather information in the village. Well, I'm going to go in like this anyway and see if it allows me to. To be fair, the last time they saw me, I was wearing a white and red shirt, not this. Yeah, you can't do this on a Disciple of the Land or Hand because this is redded out. So I have to enter in the same outfit I was going to enter the village in anyway. Well, whatever. No, you must be mistaking me for my evil twin brother. What could my evil twin brother's name be? I don't know.
I was fully just expecting you to say just Jimmy, but backwards.
Hemige, Knots, yeah, what would I say? It would be Hemige Knots Yarg, I think? God damn. I can't even spell my, hang on, I'm looking right at Confucius as I'm saying this, I could just do it from there. Yeah, it would be Hemige Knots Yarg. That would be my evil twin brother, my bizarro twin brother.
I think you mistook me for my evil twin brother, Cole. I would have walked downstairs just to do like the I have my eye on you thing.
Didn't glamour your stuff, you were wearing the spring dress, you looked out so out of place that it wasn't even funny, didn't care. Well, that's fair. Doesn't matter if it looks out of place as long as you, don't, I guess the point of it is to not look the same as you did when you came in here, but they won't let me do that because I can't wear my, I can't wear my crafter or gatherer stuff and do this. Left for a bit, maybe 5 minutes to run over to your class. Still gonna be listening to stream for today. Okay, no problem, Conker. Hopefully you don't gotta work too hard in class. Evil twin, wouldn't you share the same last name? That's true. Probably would, so it'd be Hemige Grayston.
Hemige. Oh boy, we've added to the lore.
I don't know what Nitro's gonna think of this. Alright, let's see here. Gotta find more people to talk to. I see one over there. I see one over there. Are there any more outside of this circle? I don't think so. Well, I have brought a few Gyuki meats with me. I've heard they're not very good, but, you know. The Lupin? Well, as long as you don't turn into werewolves in the middle of the night, I think we'll be okay. Otherwise, the people of this town would be even fewer.
No, that's just something they do for Shadowbringers. Shadowbringers is the expansion where they just fuck with the player. In every way possible.
Best impression of... Oh god, this is going to be terrible. My best impression of Hancock.
I just did the smile one because that just makes sense for Rory, that she would just pop the cute out whenever she's in a bad situation like that. The cute's just like a gun. And she can just shoot whenever she wants.
Yeah, well, Hancock is kind of an asshole, so I wouldn't give him any coins anyway, so... Oh, it actually won't let me proceed until I do the smile thing. Meanwhile, Cole's getting in trouble off-screen.
What are you talking about? I'm fine. Delete this! You know, kid.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. If there's so few of you, it's so hard to fight back against the Empire like that, but... None of you are main characters or supporting characters either, so you can't exactly fight back without getting killed and strewn about the town for everyone to see. No one can afford to fight back. Yeah, not in these numbers, no. I wonder if these buildings open up. This one doesn't. It says there's somebody in this section that I could talk to, but I'm not seeing the fourth person. Well, while I'm thinking about it, let me make this my home point real quick, just so that way it's out of the way, in case we gotta return here. Is there somebody behind here, maybe? Or up there? No. Okay. Not here. Nope. Hey Adam, how's it going? Stream's going pretty good so far, just making the rounds in the village, picking up some information where we can find it. About how the Empire has cucked all these people over, basically.
Just absolute cuckage. Maximum.
Yeah, covert ops. That's what this fourth NPC is doing to me right now, Todd. They're covert opping out of my environment. All right, I'm starting to get annoyed by the fact that you keep getting into fights. I'm gonna disband the party real quick.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I can't help it.
No, it's okay. It just starting to annoy me. That's all.
Rhino Beetle's out here trying to delete the potato.
That's no good. Are they below me by any chance? No. God, it's the Dolman children playing hide and seek all over again.
Delete this.
Yeah, hey you guys. See, because now I'm outside of the circle, so they're definitely not out here. Maybe they're up here. And I just can't see their name from here. I would think I'd be able to see the giant quest marker over their head from where I'm standing, but okay, they're over here. Apparently I was wrong.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the impression I'm getting from a lot of people around here, so... Oh. Yeah, the Diryu moon gates seem like, or Dairyu? I don't exactly know the proper way to say that, but they seem like they're closed up pretty tight until the plot demands they open again, so...
So what you're telling me is we open, until we open them.
Yes. It makes sense, though, because, you know, it's kind of the Imperial HQ Doma is right now in this area. So it makes sense that they would keep it locked very tightly. Especially when they have a Viceroy that doesn't really, at least to my knowledge, doesn't know how to fight very well. So, little and less, Yugiri, little and less. They took a lot of the samurais away, and they've also, yeah, had a lot of problems living off the land since then. Yeah. Well, that's what we're faced with, unfortunately. Without him, there's probably not as much of a rebellion. I mean, I would just as gladly take his place if they wouldn't do that, but I'm an outsider, so they probably wouldn't trust me nearly as well. So, I think I can descent these tiger skin gloves, so I'll try taking those as well.
Oh,
Okay.
that's great.
Sure, I'll head to the south. There's an ether current down there for me to get anyway, so... At least I think there is. Oh, I've been down there already. Okay. Well, close, anyway.
That's fucking hilarious.
Wow.
They just got home with crickets.
Oh.
Dad sets down the things right in front of Hunter's cage. He just pops his head out and then looks right at me like, "You know what you deserve."
You know what you must do. Unseen spirits laughing. Alright, we gotta go to the south, but I'm gonna go check to the east real quick and see if I can find this ether current that my compass is saying is to the east. I'll mark it with a flag, Cole, if I find it.
Cool.
If I can even get there from here. How many do we have currently here in the field ones? I have 3, so this will be 4. Okay. It might be up there, though, so I might be SOL. Minobi. I don't know what that is. Sounds like some kind of potentially vengeful spirit.
Went after him like a madman.
So yeah, it's definitely up here. 217 to the east. And to get up here, I'm guessing I have to go up and around that way. Alright, well, let's go up and around then. Because I think if I remember right, when we first got here, it was kind of almost on a hill. Yeah, the hill's over there, so if we go this way... Ow, my leg. We can go around the cliff here, and then end up on the top of the hill. So... Probably could have gotten this one when we first got here, but, well, it's okay. Ideally, we won't run amok of too many of the tigers. It's not that they're a big deal to fight or defeat, it's just... Yeah, I don't know. It seems like it's a bit of a hassle. Let's see. Okay, we have this whole area discovered now. Interesting. So probably the ether current is right around the middle there. If I had to guess. Oh, hello. Hello there, Mr. Earth Golem. I think you are, anyway. I don't have anything to stun you. Thank you, Confucius. As usual, you're very helpful with your stunts. I don't know how much that stone 2 would have hurt, but... Oh, well. Oh, yeah, I leveled up... When I leveled up to 68 on Samurai, I got a fantastic new ability that's probably one of my favorites in the kit there. It's on Control 8 there. Hagakure. What that does is if I have any leftover sen, so as in if I have any of the 3 symbols there left over at the end of a battle or at the end of a pull or anything like that, I can use Hagakure and convert it into Kenki, which is my sword bar there, which is much easier to burn, I find, because what was happening previously is I would have leftover sen from a different pull, and I'd accidentally use like Tenkagoken when I meant to use Hingenbana. So instead of applying my damage over time, I would use an AoE attack on a single target, which is just not ideal. But with Hagakure, I can, you know, just avoid that whole situation altogether, which is, I think, a very good thing. 593 southeast, so it's probably over by Plum Spring, which I'm guessing I can't quite get to just yet unless I go down and around there. Alright, well, I think it's time to jump down here and then head that way. Okay. Doing a lot of leg breaking today, apparently. Oh yeah, Cole, I gotta give you the, Oh yeah, you're not in the party, so I can't give you the thing. Hang on. Can you hear me okay? Oh, you're muted, okay.
I was muted for a little while because my room was the source of everybody gathering in the house.
Oh, okay. So go into your map real quick so I can show you where the ether current that I just found was. So you see, once you get in the map, as soon as you see where the Name Eye Crystal is, if you go straight to the east of it, there's a thing that says Unseen Spirits Laughing. It's right there. So, just tell me when you look at your map so I can...
Unseen Spirits Lie?
Laughing, yes. That's the place.
I see it.
That's where it is.
Cool. I'll go grab it. There's one in Namai, by the way.
Oh yeah, I got the one in Namai, so...
Figured I would tell you.
Realized around 20 minutes or so ago that you never went and got food for lunch, or if you... Oh, jeez, that's not good. Hopefully class isn't too complex where you gotta burn off any calories you would have from getting the food. So yeah, like see how I have my my thing from using Kasha down here, my red symbol? If I use Hagakure, it burns it and turns it into 10 sen for me, which is pretty nice. It gives me access to more weaving, which I always like. So.
I still recall most of my days in college, back when I was doing my animation thing. A lot of my classes I would go to hungry because my food card would be out.
Oh, I could have gotten up here from there. Okay. Never mind. I had a lot of money on my food card when I was on campus in class. Like, there was a point where there was like 3 weeks left in the semester and everybody else had spent all the food or all the money on their food cards, and I was like, hey guys, what's up? Do you guys need to get lunch or something? And they're like, man, we can't pay for it. I'm like, I have like $600 left. Where did all of your money go? Needless to say, I treated everyone on our floor to lunch for like most of the last 3 weeks.
That was probably glorious.
Well, because you don't get the money back once it gets loaded onto the card, so it's like, what else am I going to use it for, you know? Oh, hello there. Having a little bit of trouble with caterpillars, I see. I'll take care of those for you. Thank you, Confucius. Probably about to get slowed by that sticky thread, but that's okay. Take this! Nice. You alright there?
Yep.
I mean, I was referring to you just as much as this little kid that I just saved, so. They were caterpillars. You could have kicked them into the wall.
Did you see how big they were?
I guess they were pretty big. Oh, well, that got morbid real quick. Jesus. Yellow flowers. No, haven't seen any, but I can go looking. Okay, over here, apparently. Through the rhino beetle fields. That's not really a shock, though. He might see me if I go this way. Maybe if I jump up and around he won't, but... Aha! Got away from him. Don't think I'll get away from this one, though. Ah, well. Oh, there's a golden carnation off in the distance there. We'll go grab that in a minute. I'll take that, thank you. Now, can we get away with this without the beetle aggroing? Yes, we can, because he turned his back on me. Fantastic.
Glorious.
Of course, there's also a bigger caterpillar to deal with now, but that's okay. And I should mention, since I've realized in the interim since the last episode how Hagakure works, it gives you, from my understanding, 10 sen per, or 10 kenki per sen, 10 sword bar per Japanese symbol that you burn. So there you go, I got 20 because I had 2 of them. Just, I'm trying to use the technical terminology, but it's escaping me at the moment, so I'll just use what I know, which is the dumb stuff.
Kanji. Per kanji you burn.
Yes, thank you. See, Cole would be a better samurai than I would, because at least he'd understand what all the stuff means.
God damn it, Jimmy, this isn't the trouble. Do I need to give you a fucking graph?
Maybe. And if we have 3 sen, bam, 30 kenki. Very nice. Granted, it loses me a Madare, but that's okay. I know I don't need to use my AoE one in these sorts of situations, but my AoE one looks pretty cool, so that's why I use it. Well, you're in luck, because I happen to find some yellow carnations for you. At least the professor is cool and usually brings in snacks, which they did, so that'll help curb your hunger. Oh, okay, that's good then. That's good. That's more effort than most of my professors put in.
Same.
I don't mean to say anything ill about them, but yeah, they never brought me any snacks. Okay, sure. Where are we off to? Cliff to the west of the village. Oh, okay. I've actually been that way. I know where you're talking about. Man, Yugiri and Lisa are going to be like, hey, where the hell were you? We were ready to go into Doma, and you took all this time bullshitting around.
Poofing all of this.
The real question is, can I get there from all the way up here? Or am I going to have to go all the way around again? I guess we're going to find out. Because I'm going to try to get there from here. Oh, okay, well, I aggroed one, tried to avoid the other. And I drew the ire of a different one. Oh yeah, and I got another ability as well while I was at it. It's Iki Shoten. And I think what Iki Shoten is supposed to do is if you're in battle, it'll give you 50 Kenki. But, well, I just exited battle, so it probably didn't give me 50 Kenki anymore. So, it is up on that cliff, and I am most likely going to have to go all the way around, unless it's down here somewhere. He said a cliff, so I'm assuming this is not the cliff. Literally the only professor we've had or know of that does this. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, that makes sense. I would think the Empire would have gotten taken care of this little great being here. Oh, okay, bye Confucius. I should probably resummon you in a minute. But, yeah, that's up on the thing, and... Hang on, wait a minute. If I go around here, and I go up here, past where this is, I might be able to get there from here. I'm gonna try. I wonder where that is over there. Castrum Fluminous and the Imperial, what was that? Hypersonic Assault Craft Mark, I think L, if I remember right, is like 50. So it'd be 73. Alright then. And unfortunately, it doesn't appear to be any way up from here. Well, good thing I set my return point to be Namai, because that's where we're going right now. Head up on the cliffs that we can only get back to by going back into this place. Oh, Cole's in the cutscene over there. I noticed from your orange name, but I also noticed from Doot standing around next to you.
Dude is a good boy.
He just wandered up to you, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the people around here have been oppressed. Maybe he was just looking for a friend.
Perhaps he lost his mommy.
Maybe.
Yet another reason for me to delete Imperials.
Yeah, if the Imperials were killing red pandas, that's kind of not
I
cool.
thought the Imperials were fucking hurting red pandas, man. I'm not just going after Gazenos. I'm going to Garlemald and I'm blowing the place up. See how much they like it when I drop a Dalamud on their heads.
Yeah. And this is coming from someone who was originally from the Empire, so that's saying something.
Parental influence is very, very powerful. My dad was a good man.
Rory's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Murray's father was a good man. Most of the time.
Most of the time. So this is the place, huh? Yeah, I guess that wouldn't be a bad idea. I do come from a long ways away, so... Oh, hello. Oh, this is your sister. Okay, hi. Yeah. You're sounding like an Imperial there, friend. Just saying. It's fine. Go ahead. Let the kid yell. I'm not leaving till y'all come and help me fight for your homeland. Just saying. I'm gonna be coming back. You don't know me very well, huh? Yeah, so these are your parents here, huh?
I love how you and me take the same damn responses. It's weird. Ow.
It's not that weird. We're brothers, so usually we think along a similar wavelength.
True. Oh.
Uh-huh. Well, you could have fought and then died promptly because you're NPCs and not actual people, like that are supporting characters, but... See, they wouldn't have gotten that out of me. If I was an NPC and they told me that my mother and father were traitors and I had to say it for them to stop beating me, they would have beaten me into a tomato paste and they wouldn't have gotten a damn word out of me.
Or you would have killed him.
Well, no, if I'm an NPC, I can't kill them, because I don't have the ability to break plot armor if I'm an NPC.
You're right. God damn it, plot armor, why do you suck so much?
Yeah, or worse. You have no idea what I'm capable of, kid. Don't shortchange me. Well, I couldn't recruit your son or daughter to do the work for me there, ma'am and sir, but I'll try to make things right. If it's for them, if it's for you, if it's just for my own self-satisfaction, I don't think it matters at this point. As long as the Imperials aren't here anymore, I think that's all anyone cares about. I can't tell what the front or the back is of these damn beetles. Well, that's the front, obviously.
Spotify, more of what you like. Fucking metal cover of Bloody Tears. That's appropriate.
Why am I over-leveled like hell? Todd, I have no idea. All I do every day is, I've been getting, doing a couple of things for Centurio seal hunting to make sure that I can buy all the riding maps in Stormblood when I'm done with all of this, and then they allow me to buy them. I can't buy them currently. But I have no idea why I'm so over-leveled. Like, all I've been doing with Samurai is just... I've been doing a trial roulette once per day. I've been doing Centurio seal hunting occasionally in order to get enough Centurio seals to buy the maps. And then weekly with Samurai, I've been doing the fates that you do for the challenge log to get the challenge log experience. So actually that may be the reason, is because I've been doing all of that. And then, of course, turning in every single quest in the main story on Samurai, so... That might... All those things combined, actually, now that I say it all out loud, it does make sense that I'm so overleveled, so... Also saw the new Tombstone names, and you can't unhear or unsee Azure Striker 2. See, I don't know what that is, but apparently they're using a few of the names that that they're using for the Tombstones right now.
Me and or the chat makes a reference to an anime game / actual show. Jimmy.
What is that?
Would it be?
Yeah, he made mention that his parents were fighting the Empire, and then they did despicable things to them because of it.
You ever just stop and think that I just realized why I don't like the Empire as much in Stormblood as I did in Final Fantasy IV, in A Realm Reborn? It just seems like all of them are too comedically evil. Like, you'd imagine the people in charge would be comedically evil. Not a lot of the soldiers. Most of the soldiers are just fighting out of fear of getting obliterated by the higher-ups.
And a large portion of them are also Alamegan or Doman people, so it's that sort of... If you haven't read anything about the Stanford Prison Experiment, I've read stuff about the Stanford Prison Experiment, so I kind of understand the standpoint and the reason why they're so comedically evil. It's because it's the only way that they can come up with the cognitive capacity to kill or demean or shame their own blood, basically, is by being a Saturday morning cartoon villain. Because if they start to feel anything for these people that they're beating and demeaning and shaming, then they won't be able to do it anymore. The stress will get to them and they will have to die with their other folks. But yeah, it doesn't make it a compelling story.
See, this is where I can come in and talk a little bit about my own personal experience with being a writer, and it be, appropriate. You see, the thing that I like when it comes to villains is for them to have depth. As much as Gaius was a fucking lunatic, as much as Neuro was a lunatic in A Realm Reborn, they had depth. I think the reason why I hate Xenos is that he has no depth. He's just a psychotic. Whereas as the games go on, we learn more about Nero, he fleshes out more about his personality, and becomes less of a cold-hearted monster.
See, and I think...
a person.
Yeah. Go ahead, keep going, finish, and I'll tell you what I was going to say.
So, my whole thing is that, that's the reason why I don't like Xenos, is that he doesn't have any depth. A villain is only good when you feel bad for them, even as they commit these horrible crimes. Xenos is just psychotic for being the sake of psychotic, whereas all of his supporting villains are psychotic for good reasons.
Unless you're talking about, the lower level Imperials, in which case they're psychotic because they don't get any development.
Well, I mean, lower level Imperials are just racist.
I was going to say, I think that's why I liked Thornton as a villain better in Heaven's Ward, is because his motives ultimately made sense. It was just his execution that was way off base. It was like, I agree with you, but not like this. In this case, there is no agreeing. There's no middle ground with Xenos. It's either he dies or all of Kukan, or all of Doma and all of Alamigo is fucked forever. So... Also, we hit level nice just now. Oh, that's what they meant by Lupin. There's an actual werewolf man here. Okay. I mean, werewolf kind of implies that there's a part of them that it's a man. I wish they didn't just throw them in like this. When the werewolves were used in Final Fantasy V, they were a bigger deal because the entire village was them. But, oh well, whatever. Maybe they'll get a little more screen time here. Oh boy, here they come.
See, I don't talk about my writing a lot, but I feel like now would be an appropriate time. One of my best accomplishments for a villain to write was a bad guy that was psychotic, yes, but he had been crazy for so long, being immortal, that he sort of did a full 180. Where he's felt what it's like to be a lunatic, the real bad guy, the supervillain, and as such developed more of a complicated moral compass because of it. Like I said, the whole idea of a full circle villain. He's experienced the genocide, the racism, the feeling better than everybody else, and eventually he survived long enough that he just kind of looped full circle. And instead of showing everything he's been through, it's told about it. And we start his arc at the point where he finally decides, maybe I should try being a person again. Another perfect goddamn example of this, and rather appropriate considering the fact that we've talked about it several times in the stream, the way that they characterize Dracula in Castlevania. By the way, Jimmy, if you haven't watched season 1 and 2, go do it right now.
Of
I will
what?
give you my Netflix password.
Season
for
1 and 2
Castlevania.
what? For Castlevania? Oh, no, I haven't watched any of it.
The shows are worth paying a month worth of Netflix just to watch season 1 and 2 because Dracula is played so good. It's glorious. But back on point, you're watching the cutscene.
We have no intention of sending ill-trained fodder to the front line.
Well, at least they're not complete monsters. That they're going to send these farmers out to the front line to kill the Confederacy.
Nah, that's the Empire later.
Cleaning and maintenance and so forth. You will serve only as long as you are needed. Afterwards, you'll be free to return to your home.
That's the biggest lie you've ever told.
You first.
Oh, they were saying, oh yeah, once we're done with you, you're free to return to your homes. They're not going to do that. They're going to murder them all. And if the Imperials themselves don't do it, Yotsuyu will do it because she's fucking bored.
I think Yotsuyu is honestly a better antagonist than Xenos. Because that's because I know things you don't.
Yes, there are things you cannot tell me yet.
The Empire has no pressing need of cleaners. This is but
Oh, don't worry,
a
Conquer, I will. And if he refuses to even watch Castlevania, I'm forcing him to play Shadowbringers.
and isolate
Strap
any
him
whose
into
loyalty
and
they
force him to
already
watch
suffer.
Castlevania if you need to.
And lastly, you. That should suffice for now.
Don't worry. I will be back before you know it.
Yeah, that's also a
Listen to
lie.
the elders while I'm away, and do not play outside the village. Everything is going to be fine. I love you, all right? Remember that I love you.
Kid, I hate to say it, if we don't do something right now, he's not coming back.
We thank you for your cooperation. Rest assured that this will all be over very soon, once the Confederacy has been made to pay our own Ruby Tithe.
And their version of the Ruby Tithe is probably, hey, we're holding these people hostage until you give us the money that we want, that you collected from these other people. We're not going to give them back. And then they'll give them the money, and they'll murder the people in front of them because it's the Empire
There's
we're
no
talking
telling
about.
what might happen to those people. We have to help them.
And we shall. But before all else, we must needs ascertain their destination. I doubt this is the first village the Garleans have visited, nor is it like to be the last.
Okay, so who do we find that out from?
Will you help me?
Or we could just go on a tracking mission. Yeah, I'm down for it. Let's
Pray
do this.
return to our headquarters and tell the others what you saw here. Should we have need of reinforcements, I would know that they are ready.
I hope we're going to be in contact by link shell,
I came here to fight.
because otherwise how are they going to know?
Lise, soon enough. For now, we must proceed with caution.
Now Lise knows how I felt back in Asari.
I know that. I do. It's just when I saw them rounding those people up. Look, if anything happens, anything at all, you'd better call for us. I mean it, Yugiri. Anything at all.
If there's a light breeze and one of their hairs fall out, Lise, I'll be calling you. Just take care of this, and we'll get you. Dracula's daddy in Castlevania. I mean, you didn't hear that from me. Oh boy.
It's okay, Adam. We didn't hear anything.
What? What did Adam say? I didn't hear anything. Yes, of course they have crueler designs, and we have to get to them before the crueler designs become a cruel reality. So, I think all these blue quest markers here are all the Ether Current ones, if I remember right. Whacking Day, Fly My Pretties, Wolves and Weeds. Those sound right. Yes, those are 3 out of the 4 that allow me to get the Ether Current quest done here in Yanxia. But we're not going to be doing those until we get to level 65. So, not even into that, and I feel it.
God damn it.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. Chat's on point today.
Alright, so I think we're just heading back to this gate here. I think I'm going to summon Confucius again. He might want to beat up on a few evil Saturday morning cartoon Imperials as well, so let's give him the chance. And while we're at it, I think there's another Ether Current that's down here, 371 to the south. Yeah, that'll be down there then. Probably close to where that Fate is that's got the XP bonus on it. Alright, Yugiri, any information so far? Well, yeah, we don't want them to kill them, so... Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I guess it would bring down a bit of a reprisal on the villagers, so... Oh good, I'm going full-on ninja here. I'm using a blowgun and sleep darts to incapacitate Imperials. I don't know how this is going to penetrate their armor, but whatever.
It's alright, Jimmy, you got this. Just murder them.
Okay, well, we have blowpipe and blow darts. Now I just need to practice a little. I'm sure I'll get it okay. Okay, sure. Oh, they're gonna actually give me like a A scope, okay. Interesting. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, that rotates. Okay, got it. Let's see. Where is there? Ah, here's an Imperial. Night, night. Interesting. Haven't seen that before. Apparently this is a first-person shooter now, but that's okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, just watch my back, Yugiri, and I'll take care of everything else. Just hope that sleeping dart stuff is strong, because, like, I don't want them waking up in the midst when I'm trying to get the rest of their friends. Yeah, that's true. Alright. Let's see if we can't spy on a few more Imperials. If you see any extras, Confucius, let me know. Yugiri's watching my back, but I'll need you to watch my flank. So, whoops. I keep pressing and holding left click to drag the camera instead of right click. But whatever. There's one. And you. Now for you. Again, I don't know if I'm hitting them exactly square where I should be hitting them, but it doesn't seem to matter. As long as you click into the target somewhere, you seem to... The darts seem to work pretty effectively. Is that an Imperial? Yes, it is. Man, he's pretty far away. Alright, well that takes care of that. Yeah, let's go get Yugiri, and then we'll rescue these folks. Of course, if we're thinking about this, though, wouldn't this also invite a reprisal onto the village? Because, like, they would have escaped. So they would just as easily be like, nope, we gotta go find them, and we need to take an extra 2 or 5 or 26 patrols with us to ensure that they don't escape again. Like, that's what I would do as an empire.
And then it's when you and Yugiri pop on Ninja or / any kind of stealthy class and obliterate them before they can call for backup.
Yeah, I guess so. 102 to the south. Okay, so this looks like it's on the beach somewhere here. Or here. I see a bear. Ah, there's the ether current. Okay. Doman Weasel. Man, they grow pretty big out here. Holy hell. Game needs a new knocked out animation. Everyone falls backwards instead of forwards. Yeah, I'm surprised, honestly, though, because they have a different animation for getting knocked out. Like, if you use the play dead emote, they could use that for some people, I think, and it would have been just fine. Alright, let me casually erase half of this bear's health bar.
Delete this.
Well, I got him to nice %. Oh, and they've even got their own sea serpents. Fantastic. I think a few of the male races fall forward when they die. Yeah, I think so. It's either that... I mean, I know when I do Play Dead, I fall forward, because this is what Play Dead does when I use it. So, I do fall forward when I use it, but it's not, like, exactly the same. I've never seen myself teabagging the ground when I use Play Dead like I just did, though, so that's a new one for me. Let's see here. The Ryurin Bridge. Is it... It's not even, like, Oh, okay, I just gotta swim across. Or, well, I don't even have to swim, I could just walk along the shoals, basically. Directly into the water serpents, but, you know. 298 West is the next one. I'm sure if I fill out the map a little... Actually, I might fill out the map a little bit this way, too. Just to say I did. go to the edge of the shoal here. Hopefully don't get attacked by too many water serpents. It's not really a huge deal, because once I get to the next level on Samurai, I can just equip the Lost Elegant striking stuff that I got.
And thus your DPS shoots through the literal physical roof.
Yes, quite literally. So, yeah, it's not really a big deal. We're pretty much at a point where, like, a lot of the enemies here are starting to hit just hard enough where my gear is starting to show its wear and tear. But, well, if we don't fight them along the way, it's not really a big deal. Like, this is around the point where you're going to want to start thinking about getting high-quality upgrades for your gear that the quests hand out. And Cole, that's a pro tip to you just as much as it is to anybody else listening, so... If you're looking for upgrades for, like, Warrior Scholar or your DPS or anything like that, like, you don't need them for Black Mage because, you know, Black Mage has the boosty stuff on it. But,
Black Mage just has delete this gear on.
Yeah, but for, like, Warrior and Scholar, you're going to want to get some upgrades in that way. Tenaga. Where's Yugiri? Oh, there's Yugiri. Okay. It's like, why is Yugiri just amongst all these treants? Yeah, that was what I was hoping, Yugiri. Oh, all the way in Castrum Fluminus, huh? Okay. Yeah, it's a wonder I have this kind of impeccable aim. I mean, I know I train ninja, but I didn't even train any other ranged DPSs, and it's not like I have dexterity gear on.
Maybe you should try out that pistol training I applied you for in
Oh, God damn it. Yeah, the Admiral wants me to do pistol training too, but I keep telling her I'm not even that interested.
Says the man with perfect aim.
Maybe one day. 210 to the northwest, so that's up in the Glittering Basin. Well, let me incapacitate these Imperials first, and then we'll let Yugiri scout around while I go collect the Ether Currents. I wonder if Playdead was a response to a certain Lalafell that roleplayed as a tablecloth on Ul'dah. They were always dead when you see them, and this was before the emote was released. I don't know what you're referencing there, Meteor, but it's pretty funny nonetheless. This is a song that plays in the Stormblood PS4 theme, so it's weird hearing it in-game. Oh, okay, yeah. Huh. It also plays in the benchmark, if I'm not mistaken, so... Although you don't get to hear the whole thing in the benchmark, I don't think, so... Alright, well that's one. And it looks like his friend is coming to see. And now his friend is seeing exactly what his other friend saw, which is... nothing but sleep. You may sleep now, friends. This shall be a mercy. Okay, well, good. That means that we should be at least somewhat in the clear to go and investigate down there. Well, again, Yugiri, I did train as a ninja with a bunch of the Domans, but I guess that was off-screen, so you wouldn't know about that. Okay, and I'm guessing she's going to move towards the Castrum. Yes, she is. Okay. Well, we'll go rock the Castrum in a minute. First, I'm going to fill out a section of the map right here. Hopefully I don't run amok of any of the Lupin here. Okay, there we go. Just fill out the map while we're at it. And now we got to go up this way. Probably through a treant or two in order to get to the next ether current. It might actually be in that broken building over there. Well, we'll find out in a minute. Come on, then! Some fancy crystals you got there, friend. Surprised the Imperials haven't tried to use those for anything just yet. Should be getting a few key items coming up. Make sure to read the item descriptions. Okay, I'll do that. Are those like funky looking Gyuki or what? The ecology around here is interesting to me. Vanara. Okay. I'm just gonna have to like give Cole the map of all the ether current locations so that he knows where I found them all.
Uh-huh.
Have you found any other than the ones that we found together, or?
Nope.
We said we were gonna do this together. We could have done it outside of the party together, but yeah, whatever.
Oh well.
Where's the next one, by the way? Let's see, 285 to the... It's still further to the west? Wow. Must be over by whatever that is. Yuzuka Manor. I'm going to fill the map out a little more again. Hang on. I just want to see what I can see here.
Oh, God!
Oh, boy.
Oh, God, I was not ready for that.
More story quest stuff.
Yes!
And here I figured you were all done with the laughing at the story quest stuff, considering you've already done most of it.
Oh, no, I'm on my alt right now.
Oh, you're on your alt, okay.
Oh, God.
Let's see how bad
I
these
was not
Venara really
ready for
are.
that. I have a thing to say to you after the stream because I don't want to say it on stream.
Okay. Is
You're
it
more
story
likely to
spoiler
forget
stuff?
if I don't. It's not a spoiler, it's just a tip.
Oh, this guy's gonna hit me in the face, yep. Ow! That hurt quite a bit. Maybe I should have moved out of the way, huh?
Get out of the way, hot rod.
Well, see, the Venara that I was
reference
fighting
just made
just
me
there.
sad.
It was a Transformers reference, right?
The old movie, the 80s one.
Yeah. Yeah, the Venara that I was fighting, he did that thing where he has an AoE attack with no telegraph, and he hit me for 10k. And I have 26k HP.
Now you know how I feel fighting Susano.
I mean, it wasn't that bad, but it was enough to do me a little bit of a heckin' spook.
Susano just comes at the cut. Delete this! Rory screams.
140 yalms to the south. This is going to be on the bridge, isn't it? Hi. Well, there's a little shoal here that I might be able to go on. Let's see here. Gensui Appa. More of these things with no freaking heads. I think I see the ether current, actually.
Oh boy,
no,
headless
that's not it.
demons. My favorite.
That's not it, I don't think. 68 northwest. Oh, okay. I found it. Ooh. Sorry, Confucius. I fell in the water for a second. I didn't realize that the shoal ended there. We probably go this way for the story in a little bit, and I shouldn't be doing this just yet because we're going to be here soon enough anyway, but I'm going to do it anyway. Just because. There's also a village over there that we'll probably be going to in a little bit. But that's okay. Let's gather these up while I can, and then we'll go meet you, Gary. Alright, next one. 243 northwest. Okay, so that's kind of out of the way at this point for us to be concerning ourselves with, so let's not concern ourselves with it. Confucius, I'll meet you on the other side. I'm going for a swim, so I don't gotta deal with headless ghosts with dresses on.
Spooky ghosts,
Yeah, that. Not even sure if anyone's gonna get that reference. I mean, it's just basically old internet stuff, but... Hell, we barely even know what that reference was referencing without, what was that one guy that made the Super Smash Bros. Brawl YouTube poops way back in the day?
Oh my god, I don't even remember, dude. I'm old as fuck.
Just dating ourselves on the internet one day at a time.
Correct.
Well, I found the road again, so that's a good thing. I don't think... Yeah, I think that's as far as we can go in terms of east. Unless there's like a little passageway up there, which it doesn't look like, to get to Plum Spring. I would imagine that's like a... You can't get there until you can fly type of a deal. We'll see. I think I'm going around the outside of the castrum here, so... Who remembers taking pics in Brawl and posting those to YouTube? Yeah, that was also a thing. Oh my god, Brawl was so long ago, man. It's ridiculous.
Fuck my life. Now I feel old.
Get used to it. It doesn't go away anytime soon.
Ah.
Alright. Hopefully those sleeping darts have a long-lasting effect, because I kind of left Yugiri in the dust for a couple of minutes. I see she very... carefully buried them in the bushes there.
As you do should.
Well, there's our quarry.
Tomorrow, right?
What?
We're streaming again tomorrow, right?
Saturday.
Cool. I'll catch up on story quests, and I'll have Scholar probably leveled up a couple times by then.
Okay. Yeah, the level gate for the next dungeon is 65, so ideally
I'm counting
we'll
on
get there.
finishing Stormblood on my alt today, and then I'm just gonna work Scholar until it's like 65.
Okay. Where you will promptly die a horrible, horrible death.
So I have a bit of a tip for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing I was going to tell you earlier, but I've realized I could probably just tell you now.
Okay.
There is a quest much later on in Stormblood. It's going to be called the Lady in Red. I have a request.
Okay.
I want you to do it on Monk.
I would have to go get monk gear to do it, but we'll see.
There's no combat. I just want you to do it on Monk.
We'll see. I think this man has a fair point. How would they know about... Yeah, but that requires you to teach them how to fix it. Otherwise, they're just going to break it more.
Oh boy, I love breaking things.
Oh boy. No, I think you just don't want to be here anymore, man. Yes, exactly. Unless we get there in time. I'm all for it. I'm about ready to bust some Imperial heads again. I think these are decentable. I love how you're supposed to be taking these upgrades from these quests as like actual armor upgrades for things that you know, because you're not supposed to have the correct armor. And here I am at this point just like, it's decentable. I won't need it. Right, okay. We should also proceed with utmost caution because whatever the fuck that is on the inside of there is starting to creep me out a little bit.
It's weird looking.
Okay, sounds good.
I swear to God, every once in a while, like, I don't know if I've told you this, but when I'm streaming with you or when I'm playing Final Fantasy XIV, sometimes my feet will get cold, so I'll, like, put my legs in the crisscross fashion. And retreat them back up so they're not stressed out.
Right.
But occasionally my knees will just be like, okay, you need to stretch your ass out. So I'll stretch them out, and every single time, crack.
Just air pockets, huh?
Yep. It's aggravating.
Yeah, I feel that.
Legs decide how the you want to be alive. Also, I've made a habit of moving around my toes while we're streaming more too. Last time I was on stream with you, my fucking foot fell asleep.
Yeah, you don't want that. That's like one of the worst feelings. Take it from a guy where that's happened while I've been on stream. It sucks. Let me hug the curry that real quick. There we go.
Wake up, David! Wake up!
Deodar. That's what the creepy monk face thing is. Okay. Oh, Yugiri's up here. I'm just wandering out into the open in the middle of the castrum like, hey, Yugiri, where'd you go? I'm ready to kill Imperials now. To be fair, even if they came to see me after they heard me say that, they wouldn't be able to stop me, but, you know. Well, it doesn't look like there's any patrols out there, thank God. So that means we should have an easy time.
You know, I swear to God, on my alt, I'm gonna find all the ether currents in Stormblood on accident.
You want me to disguise myself as an Imperial soldier? Well, I do have the katana for it. Hopefully they don't notice that it's a Storm Captain's katana. You say I have my pick, but I only see one that would fit me.
By the way, if you remember I said a long time ago you can get a specific glamour set for this, this is it.
Oh, okay.
It's the number 55 gear.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, to be fair, Yugiri, one was too small, one was too big. This one was just right. Okay, cool.
Can you feel it? The disgust Rory feels having to put on an Imperial uniform again?
Again? Yeah. Oh boy. Oh, okay, interesting. So I would assume that that would be the uniform that we were getting. The Rhino Beetle Carapace is not it, and that is not in my key items, so it's explicitly in here, huh? Okay. Well, let's turn on, are they explicitly in here? Where is it?
Yep.
Or maybe Yugiri has them, hold on. Oh no, I have a couple. I have a Hakama, Uagi, and Shoka. I don't know if I pronounced those correctly, but...
You're doing fine, Jimmy. Just keep trying.
I tried. Here we go. So equip that one. I hope these have decent armor ratings on them, because otherwise I'm going to get
Spoiler alert, they don't.
Okay. I'm missing a helmet, Yugiri. I mean, the uniform is okay, but... Oh, okay, cool.
You look disgusting.
And so she's going to give me the rest of it. Got it.
Can I just, like, put on my dad's old uniform and just walk in the Castron? Silver Elk shows up with a gun blade. Every single Imperial soldier within a mile radius is going to be pissing themselves.
Okay, so I got to give them an Imperial salute to send them over here. Got it. And we got Kabuto and Teko, number 55 as well. Alright. Let's pop that bad boy on. And that bad boy on. Alright, how bad is it? Let's see. It's not ideal.
You look the part.
I do look the part, at least, yeah. I mean, it does look good. The difficulty that I have is that A, it's associated with all the one-note villains in Stormblood, and B, you can't dye it. I mean, it's not that you really need to, but... Oh, okay. So apparently Yugiri has 2 absolute storage spaces here. That's interesting. Can't say I was looking, to be honest with you. Oh, hello there, pup. You must smell my unfamiliar scent. We'll just say it's training day. Okay, so note to self, after this, probably don't run too amok of the doggos here. It's not that they're hard, it's that they take too long to kill. Also, I think we're going to have a problem because, A, I have a Storm Captain's katana, but I guess I could have stolen that off of somebody, but B, we have this guy here. Confucius, I may have to send you away for a minute. You can keep Yugiri safe, I guess. What am I looking for? Emotes, that's what I'm looking for. Imperial Salute is, let's see, here we go. It's
I just feel this like in the back of my head, like just Confucius just like looks at you and says, I'm going to send you away, buddy. Confucius looks up at the sky, closes his eyes, deep breath, opens eyes, lens flare eyes, and suddenly it's a fucking Magitech armor.
Okay, I practiced with Confucius. I know how to do the Imperial Salute, but also I have a secret plan. And I will tell you what it is in a moment once we go see these Imperial soldiers. So something you may or may not know about how 14's text boxes work, if you press enter to go to the text box and then you press the up arrow key, it gives you the last thing that you typed in. So I can just do the Imperial Salute without having to put it on my hotbar or anything like that.
Well, damn, I wish I knew that.
Or, you know, retyping /Imperial Salute.
No, I just put it on my hotbar.
Oh, so you were probably from that same village. Okay, well, you don't gotta worry about that now. You can go off to, yeah, change the shift. Soldier, ready for your change in shift? Well, I mean, the sun is going down. I would think that you guys would understand how a 9 to 5 works, but... Okay, is the Deodar eating the fat on his ears, or am I just crazy? What the fuck, dude? It's gross. I don't think he is, but it seriously looks like it. Oh, you know, I could have just crept around this way, I guess. Wouldn't have even had to deal with the Tau whatevers. Oh, guess she got him. Well, good. Now we just got to find a hiding place. Good, thank you. I could definitely use my old uniform pack. Let's take this bad boy off and just re-equip that. There we go. Alright, time to go rescue the villagers. Alright, pup. This time you're going to leave me alone, right? Well, granted, you weren't the one I fought last time anyway, but... Let me just blow that real quick. Hagakure away my troubles. Although, if I would have Mechio'd with those two, I could have Setsugek'd something fierce, but that barely makes sense to me, so I don't know if I can Say that it makes sense to too many others. Ladies and gentlemen, you're rescued. We're getting you the hell out of here. Again, still not sure how this isn't going to invite reprisal from the Empire. Maybe they'll be too busy trying to cover their own asses from falling asleep on the job.
Now, but you must flee this place quickly.
Yeah. Listen to the nice ninja lady with the dual knives.
It's funny that you mentioned falling asleep on the job. You'll find out
There's
later.
no escaping the Empire. Running will only make it worse.
Well, we didn't kill them, so... Give them a stern talking to,
You know
Yugiri.
this to be true. Even if you lack the will to fight, surely you have the will to live. Or has that too been beaten out of you? Is this what has become of Doma?
Come on now, folks. If you don't have the will to survive, you're free to jump off that cliff like the lemmings you are, but if you have the will to live, you'll think with your heads and come with me.
Jimmy, I think that Dark Knight shit's getting to you.
Trained to fight without fear and obey without question. Well, we're not. We're lost and afraid. We hate this, all of this, but we can't do a damn thing to change it. And trying will only make it worse.
So you can't do a damn thing to change it, but if you're presented with the opportunity to do a thing that will change it, you won't do it anyway? Kid, you're not making a lick of damn sense.
But it's all we got. And when people like you come here pretending...
As far as I'm fully aware from what the kid's trying to say, I would rather live under the impressive foot of the Empire than ever risk my precious life.
So what you're saying is you like people stepping on you. Well, I mean, Yotsuyu's bound to do a lot of that anyway, but, you know.
I heard she likes stepping on people.
Peace.
Yeah, Dark Knight for life, baby.
And for that we should
Me too.
be grateful.
I'm beyond your gratitude. I want you to leave this place and go somewhere else, ideally where the Confederacy
Your face.
can protect you.
We all have scars.
God damn it.
Too many to bear. Too many battles. Too much lost. Our friends, our family, even our liege. We who survived are forced to bend the knee, to sell our souls and surrender our dignity.
I mean, let's be honest, if you didn't bend the knee, it might be a shorter existence, but at least you'd feel more fulfilled.
So heavily upon us. Your courage, your resolve, they are as salt in our wounds.
Then you got your ears fucking plugged, man, because that's not what it's for. It's to rouse you into actually doing something with your goddamned existence.
If they only knew what you would do for them, my lord.
So let's march him up to Lord Hine.
Clear, and I shall impose my will no more. But know this, brothers and sisters of Doma. For all you have suffered, for all the horror and the ignominy, you are still here. You are still alive. My lord praise you value your life as highly as he does. As for me, I swear by all the Kami in creation that I will free you from this torment, no matter the cost.
Well, not you specifically, because if you're not going to come with me, literally right now, you're all going to die or worse. But you in general.
See, you're having a much different reaction to this scene than I did.
If the Imperials come for me,
And I was on the polar opposite version of fucking frustration. I was more aggravated at the Imperials than anything, because they've literally just been stepping on this village for so goddamn long, none of the villagers can even think about rising up and doing anything about it. Because all of those villagers have something to lose. Especially the kid.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they could lose their lives. They could lose their village. They could lose their loved ones.
Correct.
But at least they're coming with us. So I was going to say, they can waste their time here as much as they want. I won't say anything else, but they're just getting themselves killed, so... I think that kid's only following along because everyone else did it. I don't think he's following along because he actually believes in anything. which is a goddamned wretched existence, but... something's got to be done about these kids, man. I got to take them to the kids that are in Mordana from Doma. They feel much more fulfilled than these kids, I got to tell you what. They're the lucky ones, I'll say that much. Oh, we got mount speed here. Nice. We going home now, Yugiri? Can we get away from Deodar and his ear-eating ways?
Ear-eating.
He's a weird one. Yugiri, don't you dare falter on me now. Don't fall prey to the bullshit that's allowing the Empire to keep everyone under its heel right now. Yeah, we're here to do a job, and we better damn well believe we're going to do it. Okay. Ah, so that's your master plan. We just got to give them this medicine that deletes their recent memories. Okay, well, that's awfully convenient.
Damn, I didn't realize you, Gary, worked for the SCP Foundation.
Okay, sounds good. You can cover a lot more ground than I can anyway. You have Shikuchi, so... Okay, let's see here. Oh, just go back to those guys. Yugman said read the descriptions on the stuff that we got from the Empire, so let's go read the descriptions on it. Does that have a description?
Check your key items.
Have a description. Check my key items? It wasn't in my key items a minute ago.
I know, just look at your key items, see if there's anything new.
Oh, just Yugiri's medicine. Okay. Think I might have missed it. Ah, damn it. Okay. Well, that's okay. Maybe it happens later. Yeah, well, we'll see. If I get something in my key items, I'll see if I can read it then, so...
Jesus Christ, I hear something in your background, Jimmy. Is somebody dying outside?
Upstairs on the TV. Despite the fact that I have my curtain up.
You want to switch places?
No, I'm good. I think they're watching a movie upstairs. I think that's what's making that much noise. Anyway, time to drink your medicine. I'm not an alchemist, so hopefully this doesn't go down the wrong pipe. Oh, there's another one over there. Oh, gather up the Imperial Decurion? Is this... Oh, okay. Here it is, maybe. It's this one. Imperial Decurion. He misses his mother. Alright then. Just a few more
He misses
years.
his mom.
The other guy was like, just a few more years, and he kept sleeping. How strong is that medicine, Jesus? Or how strong are those blow darts?
Flex.
Apparently so. Ah, okay, there we go. Have some medicine, friend. Well... No. Let's just not have any Imperials calling me daddy. I don't need those kinds of issues today. So what are we gonna... Yugiri is taking care of the other, like, what, 7 or 8 that we blow darted for, or 9? What are they gonna say? Oh, and here's another one, probably. Yep. And this one says, she's only a few years away from retirement. If only she knew that retirement in the Empire meant you were either put out to pasture, and by that I mean shot to death, or turned into a chimeric monster.
Something just dawned on me.
What?
The Empire's just fucking light elegance.
Well, yeah, that's who they take their inspiration from. Oh, I've alerted the puppies again. And here comes another one. Great. As long as Diodar doesn't join them, I think we're okay. But to be fair, Daidar is passive. He doesn't attack unless you attack him, so it's probably
Absolutely.
fine. Let's see. Ah, here we go. I don't know if I can get back up that hill, but it's probably fine. Let's plop these people back down here. Use the medicine. Wonder where Yugiri wants me to meet her when we're done here. Of course you do. Yeah, they're probably all Domans. The ones that we knocked out anyway are probably all Domans, and that's why they're muttering in their sleep about missing home and, you know, all that stuff. I mean, they could be Garleans, but I'm under the impression that at this point the Garleans are so thoroughly brainwashed, at least most of them are, that they wouldn't have those feelings. So I could be wrong, but, you know. Alright, now where is my ninja friend? Ah, there she is. Well, took care of those two, Yugiri. Took a little while because the dogs wanted to attack me, but, you know. You thinking of home over there, or what? I heard you were from a place under the sea.
Under the sea.
Forgive me for making you
Yeah, that.
search.
Hey, no problem. I figured you were out here somewhere. And I have an objective marker on my map, which most people don't have access to, so... Most NPCs, anyway.
It calms me, the sound. It helps me to remember the sway of the ocean when I close my eyes.
Yeah, I get that. I've heard the sound of the ocean a lot lately, because I've been under it most of the time.
In truth, I am not of Doma. I was born beneath the waves of the Ruby Sea.
But does that make you not Doman? I mean, you've fought for this country for long enough to probably proclaim citizenship anyway,
I
so...
think that you were there. That you even spoke with my mother and father.
Oh yeah, and I went to Sui no Sato. Yeah, that's also a thing. Saved them from a terrible void sent curse, you know,
They are
the
in
usual.
good health then. The knowledge is of great comfort to
Same
me.
bullshit, different day.
That I might have the strength to protect my home from the Empire, I left to learn the secrets of the shinobi. Day and night we trained, ever striving to exceed our mental and physical limits.
Right. So you left everything you knew behind to do that, huh?
My skills were recognized, and I was dispatched to assist the Doman Liberation Front. It was then that I met Lord Kyan and his son, and their loyal samurai, Gosetsu. Good men all. Brave and true, so clear their eyes, so pure their purpose. Any shinobi would have been proud to serve them, and Doma.
Well, unfortunately, their eyes aren't so pure anymore. One's been glazed over by the fact that his homeland doesn't seem to want to fight anymore. One is still pure, that would be Gosetsu, and one's eyes are kind of dead, so... I don't think that's much comfort, though.
But, in the end, I will always be of the sea.
Well, you can't forget where you
Every
came
day,
from, but...
I pray for my home and for the people I left behind, that they might be spared the wages of war and live in peace, untouched by this madness.
I mean, they almost weren't if a couple episodes is anything to go by.
I confessed this to Lord Hien once. Do you know what he said to me?
What's that?
He said, "Good. We are better for the conviction of our allies, and draw inspiration from their example. What is weak alone may together grow stronger."
That sounds like exactly the
Never
advice
did I
Doma
listen
needs
to
right
him.
now.
Even when all was lost and I led our people to Eorzea, I clung to the belief that our dream would one day be realized.
well, that's what we're hopefully going to be able to do. It might take a little while, because these people are stubborn than a mule.
When I gazed into
More stubborn
those
than a
eyes
mule.
bereft of hope, when those broken men balked at liberty, the dream was shattered.
Yeah, you can't give up on it now, Yugiri. It's not always, they're not always going to balk at this kind of liberty. Eventually they'll see the light. We just got to keep at it.
Eventually.
We just got to keep on keeping on. One day they'll see a sky and they'll realize that they're all free, and then it'll be, you know.
Day dawn, regardless of my misgivings. When all is said and done, we can but carry on together.
That's the idea. You heard that too, huh? Uh-oh.
An imperial airship.
We shouldn't be out in the open
It is
anymore.
bound for Doma Castle. Quickly, we must rejoin the
Agreed.
others.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Let's get out of here! Or I could stand there watching. Well, I know what I'm thinking there. I'm thinking that one day those airships won't be flying this sky anymore. Or they'll be, you know, repurposed when the Domans retake control of their homes, considering
I mean,
the fact
why
that
would
they...
you have perfectly good military assets sitting around?
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm saying. Well, I don't think we can get back to the House of the Fierce directly, because again, they didn't have an aetherite when we were there last. But we can go back to Namai and then head down the hill to get back there. So that is what we will do. Whatever they're watching up there sounds a lot like what the Imperials were doing to the people of Namai just a few minutes ago. And is this the... Yeah, so all four, it looks like, of the Ether Current quests are directly in this area here, because this one from the Fisher guy over here is the last of the quest Ether Currents that you can get here in Yanxia. I think we're coming up on getting an Ether Current quest thing pretty soon in Yanxia. We won't be actually getting the ability to fly here for a little while yet, because we're going to be doing that at the next major break in the story, and after we go to do the quest, The Children of Azim. But yeah, until then we won't be doing those quests. But I'll gather as many of the things as I can while I'm here. So okay, let's go back in the House of the Fierce and see if all's still well on this front. I would imagine so. I don't think much has happened here, so yeah, probably a good idea. Let's go see what they know. Are they mobilizing? What's with all the people running all over the place? Oh, okay. Wish my jumps were that high when I was on Ninja.
What happened?
Boing.
Are the villagers all right?
They're still stressed and depressed, but they're not in immediate danger, so...
The Tad is stressed. The Tad is tired.
Aye, that we do. The Crown Prince is come to Doma.
Oh, dear God.
We suspect this is a result of recent events in Girabania. Our defeat notwithstanding, there appears to be some concern in Garlemald that subversive elements may be rallying in other provinces.
Yeah, and the fact that I've kind of been doing two-pronged things and helping out with the people of Alagana and all that, so...
Xenos remains the province's anointed viceroy, and it would seem he has come to assess the current situation in person.
Well, that's just fucking great.
If Xenos is here, we must seize this opportunity and kill him.
I like her. Have I ever mentioned that I like Yugiri? She always says and does the stuff that I want to do, but none of the other NPCs think are pertinent to do.
Would that it were
This is correct.
Lady Yugiri. You may recall that we encountered Xenos at Rolga's Reach. We have seen firsthand what he can do. His power defies explanation.
It only defies explanation because it's plot armor, Alice.
The Resistance and the Scions, and he defeated us all.
Because he has plot armor. We will remove it and we will kill him.
Delete this. Delete this psychopath.
Learn from the experience, it is true. But if we are to defeat him, it will not be through simple opportunism. We will require a flawless plan.
Okay, so what do we do then? He's only going to be here for a short time, so...
Prodigious swordsmen trained from childhood by the finest imperial tutors, reputed to be without equal on the battlefield, which is why we must not meet him there.
Okay, so if we poison him to death, I'll be really fucking happy.
We keep to the shadows, the domain of the shinobi, and thence we strike. You need only give me the chance.
Just let her use Assassinate real quick.
Were this but a matter of personal revenge, I would not presume to bar your path, for I myself crave that same vengeance.
I feel a butt coming on.
But to draw steel against the Emperor's son is a grave decision, and one that will shape our nation's future. Do not forget Lord Hien's words.
Let's be clear, though. If we kill him, the Empire comes in and kills everyone. If we don't kill him, he kills everyone. So... we're all dead either way.
If the people lack the will to fight, I will not squander this opportunity. If we do naught, our master's life is forfeit.
There's that too.
Even should you succeed, Xenos' death will not win Doma her freedom. More likely her doom.
So then, what do we do?
Against the Empire's retribution? We few against a legion? Do not be a fool, child.
Let's be fair, Gosetsu. You and I together, along with Lise and Yugiri, cut down several dozen Imperial soldiers at Cartno ourselves, and I cut down several dozen more at Baelsar's Wall. Granted, some of them were not Imperial soldiers. They were the Alamegans fighting on the behalf of the Griffin, but it still stands to reason that we've killed hundreds of soldiers before. The cognitive dissonance here is very strong.
Agreed.
I will not forsake them.
Yugiri, wait.
I'm all for that plan. If y'all don't want to go with me, I'm fucking going with her. I think we need a plan, but I also think we need to act before Xenos leaves. So, yeah. What now, indeed? I don't think I can desynth any of this stuff, so I'll just take the materia. Okay, so you've got a better plan, right? That's why you were telling Yugiri not to get so headstrong, right? Yeah, I'm. If anything, Gosetsu, I'm gonna go encourage her, honestly, because we've been sitting on our goddamn hands this whole time. So.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Well, I'm gonna go after her, so let's go see. We still cannot.
Jimmy.
What?
7:27, by the way, Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm almost done. We still cannot attune to the ether right here, huh? Because it's the only plan we have, and if he leaves, we're all fucked anyway, Alice. I'm all for this reckless plan with Yugiri. Everybody keeps trying to bar our path from doing this stuff because they think, oh, if we do this, we're all gonna die. We're all dead anyway. It's the same with Yotsuyu and Isari.
Man, we're all gonna get fucked anyway if we don't do something about this. Need we remind ourselves of the Asians running around?
Yeah. Well, see, this is the shit that I was talking about though when I was saying, yeah, some of the story beats in Stormblood have reminded me of some of the worst parts of the storytelling in A Realm Reborn. It's the sitting on our hands or doing bullshit busy work in order to make it so that people will listen to us, and then they barely listen to us to begin with. And again, I understand the logic behind it. If you've been under all of this for, they've been under the imperial whatever pall for years. But here's the problem, and I think this is the main reason why I myself find like, literally, at this point, it sounds like a lot of the people in both Doma and Alamigo are a bunch of fucking crybabies. And the reason why I say that is that we literally just came back from the last expansion from a series of people who were in a war for 1,000 years. They were at war, oppressed, doing only what they could do out of fear and out of grief and out of loss for 1,000 years. They could not remember the people that started the war, barely. And you're going to sit here after 25 years of oppression and tell me I can't do shit? Fuck you! No! That's not even remotely... And that's the reason why I'm finding that the storytelling here is atrocious, is because it's juxtaposed against the way that they did this in Heaven's Ward, where everyone's reasoning for why they couldn't do anything was justified because it was all they knew, all their fathers knew, all their grandfathers, all the way up, generation upon generation of Ishgardian folk fought and died to dragons. Here's Doma. It's been under the pall for barely a generation, and they've already got the shit kicked out of them. Fight! Die! Be better than this! God damn it! We're all dead anyway! You're all dead anyway. The villagers of Isari were dead anyway. Yotsuyu was going to kill them anyway. She kills when she's bored. Xenos kills when he's bored. Fight!
Me, I'm laughing internally.
Yeah, he did send me to stop you, but I was about to join you, to be honest.
I find it funny that your frustration is coming to a peak now, of all times. Given what's about to happen.
Okay, so what's his itinerary?
Coming up?
Okay, got it.
Just letting you know.
Okay, so what you're saying is we need to strike now.
Fucking hell, Jimmy. I think I heard you
yes,
go off that art. It's a Realm Reborn.
Yes, I'm with Todd on that one. I know that Square Enix wrote the song and it's from Stormblood, but yeah, that's literally what they all need to do right now.
For those of you who actually remember how this entire part of the fucking thing plays out, laugh at Jimmy. Because he's not going to find out what actually happens until next stream, whereas I'm sitting over here laughing because I know.
Oh, okay, well, that is good because Yotsuyu's... Anything that puts Yotsuyu off balance makes me happy because everyone else seems to think that she can't be put off balance when in reality she's just a geisha stepping on people and making everyone else do everything for her.
You know,
okay.
I recall a Nest video. It was for E4S, or no, it was E3S, and they were in the last mechanic of E3S. Drac perfectly guessed the entire fucking mechanic, and Tate lost his fucking mind on stream. He was jumping around, he was foaming at the mouth like, do I say yes or no? Do I say yes or no? Do I spoil? Do you want to know how I feel like right now, Jimmy?
Exactly the same.
Yes!
Yeah, you're not going to kill him yourself, Yugiri. I relish the opportunity to take revenge on this plot-armored buffoon. Oh, I get it. Believe me, I get it. I'm not about to die here, though. I've got better things to do.
Ugh.
Am I sure? Yeah. Never been more sure of anything in my life. I've got enough fight left in me for all of fucking Doma, Yugiri. Let's go. Okay, so we have to get to Yuzuka Manor in order to take care of things with Xenos there. Just saying, Mono, if you were there saying what you did, I'm sure you would have riled up the people. Probably. I'd like to believe it was a rousing speech, but I don't know. It's just, sometimes the frustration just comes to a head and then I articulate all the thoughts in my head at the same time, and sometimes it makes sense and sometimes it doesn't. Apparently that time it made some good sense, so. I swear to God, kid. If you tell the Imperials about how this is going to go, I am going to murder your family. Your mother and father will have a son and daughter in the grave next to them when we're all done here. But will that happen? And will we be able to take care of Xenos when he arrives at Yuzuka Manor? Spoiler alert, the answer is no, because obviously we won't be able to. I mean, we might be able to get our licks in with Yotsuyu. Oh, I worded that entirely wrong. Anyway, now that my brain is done foaming at the mouth, I'm going to rest here in Namai until Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, when we will be doing the next episode of Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood the Stream Edition, when Yugiria and I take matters into our own hands and finally assault the man that we couldn't kill last time, so Square Enix can berate me for being too headstrong. Again.
Wait.
I'm not ready for it?
Gary. What about me?
Yeah, you'll be there too.
Yes, thank you for disregarding my existence in this moment of great importance to me. I appreciate it.
To be fair, I blew all of my creative thoughts on that rousing speech. So, in any case, thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream. And I will see you all on Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Oh god, there's going to be a fucking reckoning. I swear to God. But until then, we'll have to wait. So, take care, and have a good night.
Peace!